Good morning. Welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. I'm AC, and if you've seen any of my videos, you know I usually like to joke around about flux capacitors, blinker fluid. I'm not going to do that today. I got something I want to talk about that's serious and really important to me. So please bear with me today. A couple days ago, I was talking to a friend of mine who was having a really hard time. He was not sleeping, couldn't eat, upset stomach. He was just having a hard, stressful day. And so as I'm talking to him about what's going on, I realized in my mind, I'm thinking, this isn't a big deal. I don't know why you can't sleep, why you can't eat. And it reminded me of something I heard years and years ago when my kids were little. Something that really changed my life, and so I want to share that with you guys. It's one little word. Actually, it's not that little, but it's one word that made a big impact on me. I hope it does the same for you guys. That word is Hakuna Matata. And I know it sounds funny, it sounds like I made it up, but I didn't. You can Google it. I think they might have made a movie about it or around it or something, but it's important. Hakuna Matata means no worries. Not for today, not for tomorrow, but for the rest of your days. And I want to show you how this Revel here, this Winnebago Revel, can help you when you're stressing out. Okay, so I want to point out on the outside here, this is a Mercedes Sprinter. It's a 144-inch wheelbase, and it's a 4x4. So how can that help you out? Not a lot to go wrong with this. So it kind of goes along with what I like to call problem-free, stress-free philosophy, okay? It'll get you out of tight spots. It'll get you away from a lot of problems. If you're stressing out, you can hop in this baby and just go head towards the mountains. If you're trying to get away from that scary neighbor, you know the guy that when you don't return his tools you borrow, he comes out looking for you? The guy that has a big scar on his face. We're not going to name him out. We're not going to call his name out. We're just going to refer to him as Scar. How about that for today? So when Scar's upset and he's coming to get you, you hop in your Revel and you head out of the Pride Lands, or your neighborhood, I should say, and just head for the mountains. And this 4x4 Sprinter gets good mileage. It's got good ground clearance, so you can get away from Scar. And please note, Scar doesn't have to be your neighbor. It can be an ex-girlfriend you're trying to get away from. It can be a bill collector. Either way, you're Scar, okay? You're gonna get away from them. When you get up in the mountains, I want you guys to go up as far as you can. Go up as far as you can. Find a nice big rock. We're gonna call it your Pride Rock, okay? When you get up on top of there and you're looking down the mountain and you see Scar at the bottom, you're gonna feel like a king. And that's what I want to point out today, okay? We're gonna walk around the outside. You can see this has a really nice running board. You can tie your pets to it. You can tie your bike to it. When you're parked, not when you're moving, please don't forget to untie them. We've got aluminum wheels. We've got BF Goodrich KO2 tires. Those are great all-terrain tires that, again, will get you through some mud, through some dirt as you're going up through the mountains trying to get away from Scar. You can see up top we have a nice awning. It's got LED lights. It'll brighten up once you're out in the dark. You can open that up, hang out outside, and just kind of relax a little bit. So we work our way around the back here. You're going to see we have our ladder back here. We've got our backup camera up top. Down here we're going to have our receiver hitch. This will tow 5,000 pounds. Anything you need to tow, you can tow a small trailer, you can snowmobile, dirt bike. It's got 5,000 pound towing, and we've got a 7-pin connector. We got a lot of storage back here. As you can see, the bed is up. I'll show you how we bring the bed down once we go inside, but right now the bed is up. We've got our water system right here, which is all color-coded, easy to follow instructions, whether you're winterizing, de-winterizing, sanitizing, or just filling your tank. Everything is right here. We've got our water pump switch right here. And then we have our outdoor light, patio light. I'll show you here in a minute when we come around. And this is where you would plug in for your city water. Again, if you're going to get away from somebody, you're going up in the mountains, you want to fill up your water tank. This has 21 gallons of fresh water. Plenty of water for 1 or 2 people to kind of get out for a while. On this side, we're going to have an external solar port where you can add another solar panel if you want to stay gone a little bit longer. We got USB ports, you can charge your cell phones. You got some friends you want to call, keep your cell phone charged, you can let them know where you're at once you get up to your Pride Rock. This is your battery disconnect, your main inverter turn off actually, so to shut off your inverter, which is under there. This has 2 lithium batteries, and I'll show you those when we get inside. Underneath here, you can see we've got some additional storage areas. Again, really important. You've got a small van and you want to try to stay gone a while. You got to pack as much as you can. If you're up hiding, getting away from Scar or whoever you're running from, you probably won't be at an RV park. You'll be hiding out. You won't be using this 30 amp cord. But once you get away, time to chill, you can go plug in at a nice RV park. That's your 30 amp service. As I mentioned earlier, this has 21 gallons of fresh water and gray water. It's got a 5-gallon cassette toilet. This is where you don't have a black tank, so you would actually dump this when you get where you're going. Another nice running board on this side. If you look up top on the rear there, that's that scene light or your porch light on this side. There's one on each side. Down here, we're going to have our sewer hose. This is where we're going to drain our gray tank. So you hook up your sewer hose to dump out your gray tank, and that's going to be your shower water and sink water. Here's your diesel fuel. This is where you'll fill your tank. Again, remember it's diesel. You won't get very far, won't be getting away from Scar if you put regular fuel in there. Right here is your hood release. We got power door locks, power windows. All right, under the hood, we're going to have a 3-liter V6. This is a turbo diesel, 188 horsepower. 325 foot-pounds of torque, plenty of power to, again, get you through the mountains, get you through some tight spots. You happen to leave your batteries on, your lights on, and you need a jump start. This is where you would hook up, or you need to jump start somebody else. This is where you'd hook up your positive, and then your ground is going to be right there on the side. Again, I'm going to keep this simple today. No joking around. I won't be talking about anything under the hood other than that. Now we can go ahead and go inside. Here's our awning light switch right here, as you can see. It's a little cloudy today. You don't really need the awning, but it provides lots of coverage for you when it is sunny. As it was yesterday, it was almost 90 degrees out here, which was really beautiful. Here's our fridge, easy access to. You can fill it up from just standing outside, put all your groceries in there. Right here, we're gonna have our flip down table. This is really nice. Again, when you're up in the mountains and you're on not level ground, you can adjust this chain right here so that your table can be pretty level. We've got, and let me grab this and I'll be right out. We have an induction cooktop. You can set up here on the table. You can cook out here so you're not getting the inside of the van greasy, not starting any fires in there as you're cooking your bacon. Right here as we walk in, you're gonna see we have a really nice grab bar. This is a ram mount grab bar. We also have our roll-up screen right here that we can pull down when we're trying to get some fresh air. We have a fire extinguisher down here. Overhead, right over here, we're going to have some storage. This is where right now we have our blackout shades for the front windows. I also have our counter extension up here. You can see we have our table out. Again, once you get away from Scar and you're trying to hang out with some friends, you can invite them over. You can turn these front chairs around. You can have lunch, play games, have some drinks. Here you're going to have your Winnebago manuals. You get bored, can't sleep, you go through all those manuals. They'll help you fall asleep. Also, your screens here for your windows. Again, when you're trying to go to sleep, you just pull up the nightshade. If you want to get some fresh air, just pull down the day screen. Up here on the main control panel, got a few things. This is going to be your Euro loft. This is where you're going to control the bed up back there. So you can see it's push button. Really easy to use. Again, I like the Revel, it's super simple. That goes along with our Antero Bamaga, our Kakadu, the Solus, any of the B-Vans. Most of them are really simple. Not a lot to go wrong with them, and again, goes along with that problem-free philosophy. Right here, you've got your furnace. This runs your hot water and your furnace. We're going to have our light switches here. This is your Xantrax battery controller here, so this is where you turn your batteries on and off. So you can see we have 2 lithium batteries, A and B. That's showing right now that they're on and charged. Our control panel here, this will show you your water tank levels and your battery levels. Here we're going to have our Xamp charge controller for the solar panels we have on the roof. We've got 200 watts, and then here's your Xantrax inverter on and off. There's also a disconnect for your solar charge controller. If you're going to store it indoors, you want to shut this off so there's no parasitic draws when there's no sun hitting it. In the galley here, you can see we've got a small sink. Nice little basket here, a couple USB ports here. Here's the storage for your induction cooktop that I put outside. Got a couple other little compartments here. Now right here you're going to have your pantry. These shelves are adjustable. In the shower, we're going to have our 2 shelves here for storage. While you're driving down the road, you can store boxes. This is your goodie basket, your goodie box you get when you buy a new one. You get a sewer hose, outdoor shower hose, a tool to get your spare tire out from underneath the van, and a water hose as well. All right, I'm gonna come back here just to open up the battery compartment for you. So you can see we've got 2 Lithionics batteries, lithium batteries here. They do have heat pads on them, which automatically come on when the temperature drops, as long as the on button is turned on here. Down here is your 2,000 watt inverter. Really nice system. This will run the air conditioner for several hours when you're up in the mountains. Down here you got a couple other little net pockets here that you can store some stuff in. Go ahead and lower the bed. There's a window back here. I'll let you kind of show the window in the bedroom area. That'll give you some natural light. You can actually open that window, get some fresh air circulating. Up front, just quickly, this is the Mercedes Sprinter chassis. As I noted, you probably have seen several videos on this. A couple things to point out. On the steering wheel, you've got two sets of controls. The left side here, this mouse pad is going to control your display up here. I'm going to go ahead and fire this up. If you can hear, actually if you can show, I just started the van, so the awning is coming in automatically. It's a safety feature. It won't let you put the awning out when the van is on. And then if you start it when the awning's out, it will bring it in so that you're not tearing it up going down the road. All right, so again, the mouse pad on the right is going to control your stereo display. There you can go through all your apps. This does have Apple CarPlay. Right here you can see. You have back arrow and home arrow on the screen, so if you want to do that, you can always do that. Or you can do it right here on your steering wheel as well. There's a back button and a home button on both sides. Super simple, easy to use. Again, not a lot to stress out about. Perfect van to get into some tight spots, go through, get up into the mountains, get away from everybody. In case you're wondering before I go what my buddy was stressing out about, we've been in the 80s, 90 yesterday, and he got word that we might get snow Saturday, and it freaked him out. So again, to me, that's not a big thing. I told him just focus on Hakuna Matata. Thank you guys for watching and for tolerating my seriousness today. You guys have a good day. Please call, text, or email. Si hablo español, me pueden hablar al 720-276-4241.